morning everybody, welcome into Spirit of Life Alchemy. Today is Sunday the 26th of February 2023 and this is your morning message tarot reading. So we have some astrology today. The moon starts off the day in Taurus. It's going to square Mercury, sextile Pluto, Neptune, square Saturn and trine Pluto. So I'll go again, it sounded a bit confused to me. Square Mercury, sextile Neptune, square Saturn and trine Pluto before it moves into Gemini. So thinking in your imagination in abstract ways, but also in responsible realism. It's balancing that 3D and 5D energy. Helps us to transform and evolve so that we can then pass through the Gemini portal into the world of information, facts, communication and knowing, where we'll spend the next couple of days. So let's do some cards and see what the cards have to say about that. We're going to have Work Your Light and Thoth deck. Just put my glasses out the way there. So, last weekend in February, where is the year gone so far? What do we need to know for today, Sunday the 26th of February 2023? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we've got the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Oh yes, we have. And protection, call back your power, cut the cords and soul retrieval. Okay, we're still in that in-between place, that 29 degrees that I've been talking about for the last few days. Clearing up and completing the energies. And then in the temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart, cleaning up those energies, getting rid of the low vibe stuff and raising our frequencies so that we can hold the light and be the light and work with the light out in the world. Let's see what the Thoth deck has. Okay, interestingly at the bottom we've got the Aeon, which is judgment, but it's about that transition into the new Aeon. I was going to say something, but it's gone. I might come back to it if it comes back to me. So, yeah. Okay. What do we need to know for today? Sunday the 26th of February 2023. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? Okay, we've got 5 cards there. I'm going to just leave those out on the side because they might have special meaning for us. Okay, what do we need to know? Oops, there's more. Another 5. I'm going to put those there and I'm going to actually work with these first. So what do we get? The 6 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, the Prince of Discs and the 10 of Wands. Okay, so lots of wand energy, of overwhelm, struggling, striving, looking to find clarity with that, we've got the Six of Pentacles, Two of Cups, the Empress, the Four of Cups, and the Five of Swords. At the bottom we've got the Four of Swords, the High Priestess, the Ace of Pentacles. Go on. Right, I'm going to take those as well. The Princess of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, King of Wands, the Sun, and the Nine of Wands. So we'll talk through those in a minute. I'm just going to turn over the first card on here. Okay, the Princess of Swords. Okay, so where we find ourselves, the Six of Swords, which is Mercury in Aquarius, which is where Mercury is at the moment. Okay, so the Six of Swords, usually the Six of Swords is about moving from sort of stormy waters, being helped and supported to move from stormy waters to calmer waters. In this deck, in the Thoth deck, it's called Science, and it's about logic and reasoning and the 3D mind to bring innovative breakthroughs. So you know, it's called Science. It's, you know, what's the evidence? You know, looking at sort of what's there to be seen. Okay, rather than living in a fantasy world. Okay, so also Aquarius is very innovative. So innovative new ideas coming through. There could be breakthrough. We'll come to more to that as we go through, because I'm getting very definite messages for this reading. Going into the past, we've got the Five of Wands, which is Saturn in Leo, strife. This Saturn in Leo feels very constrictive of that flamboyant, fiery energy. Even though Leo is fixed fire, it's still sort of very centre stage, shining your light out, courageous, and look at me type of thing. Saturn sort of conflicts with that a bit. It's like sort of the critical parent on your shoulder. What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? Type of energy. That's moving into the past. And we're building new foundations on the Three of Wands, which is the Sun in Aries. So we're probably about 3 weeks away from Aries season. So it's this, in this deck it's called Virtue. So looking at what it is that we're wanting to manifest next, we're still in that completion energy, that reviewing, reflecting, what do we need to let go of, what's still of value to us, what are we taking forward in connection with the divine and everything, because Pisces is about spirituality, spiritual truths and things like that. How are we connecting to that? So we're considering, you know, what it is that we want to manifest. The card above, for the message from Spirit, although all the messages are from Spirit, we've got the Prince of Discs. Okay, the princes are the mutable signs, the knights. So mutable Earth, heir of Earth is Virgo, also ruled by Mercury. And it's taking care of the details, dotting the I's, crossing the T's, making a plan, looking at sort of the detail of everything. So we're moving away from the um, expansiveness, the fiery manifestation of Leo, and it's like, okay, let's look at the details, let's nail the details down. That will make this work better rather than on a wing and a prayer. But it can feel overwhelming. We've got the 10 of Wands here, which is oppression. Again, we've got Saturn, that heavy energy weighing us down. This time it's in another fire sign. It's in Sagittarius now. So Sagittarius, sort of, again, expansion of the mind and philosophy and beliefs and, you know, distant travel and things like that. And again, it's another sign that Saturn sort of compresses down. So it feels like sort of the energies here. I mean, the moon is in square to Saturn and to Mercury. So there's conflict, there's challenge going on, what we're thinking, what the plans are, suppressing and restricting our expansive fire energy. Okay. And we could find ourselves in a battle with our thoughts. The Princess of Swords here. Now in this card, she's cutting away through the black clouds. And it's like sort of the heaviness of mind, the negative thought patterns, the criticisms, all the things like that that we do to ourselves, even more than other people do to us. It's just cutting the way through that, and that can feel overwhelming. But what we're getting to is this. Okay, so often we have to cut through all of this to get to that. The clarifiers. Okay, we've got the 6 of Earth discs, 6 of Pentacles, success, which is the moon in Taurus. I'm just going to check that is the moon. Yeah, the moon in Taurus. So the moon in Taurus is connecting to the energies of these next 2 cards, which is the 2 of Cups and the Empress. If you imagine their energy, that is the moon in wrong way round. The moon in Taurus. It's looking at our needs. It's that give and take, reciprocity, and our success will come through connecting to those energies. So it's really nice to see these 2 cards next to it. So we've got the 2 of Cups, Venus in Cancer. You know, love, you know, divine masculine, divine feminine coming together, that balancing of energies within us. After we've filled ourselves up, we can connect to others and fill them up as well. And in the 2, we can see that sort of the flow from the lotuses goes back into the ocean of consciousness and is constantly recycled. It's regenerative. Whereas when we come to the 4 of Cups in a minute, we'll look at sort of the opposite of that. And then we've got the Empress, Venus energy, the divine feminine, connecting into our divine feminine energies, balancing, reciprocity between the divine feminine, divine masculine energies within us. Following that, we've got the 4 of Cups. In this deck, it's called Luxury. And look at the difference here. Okay, the lotus at the top is falling flower down. The flow is not being returned. We've lost the flow. Okay, we're taking more than we give, and it blocks the energy. This is the moon in Cancer, so we've got more moon energy. Moon in Taurus, moon in Cancer. The moon actually rules Cancer, But in the Four of Cups, that love energy that was so abundant in the Ace, the Two and the Three, has now been corrupted, and it's not flowing. We're losing our connection and flow with life and love. And then we get the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords. This is mental clarity, gaining that knowing. And with the King of Swords, for me, it's about not just the mind, no, it's using all our senses to know that, and having clear vision from that, and trusting and truth of the path. So actually it's sort of releasing this, coming back into this give and take, and getting clarity. So the clarity that we're cutting away, cutting through everything in this card. Cards at the bottom, call a truce. The Four of Swords. So we've got Jupiter in Libra, expansive energy, justice, freedom, truth, liberation. And when we just letting go of it all. Okay. With the High Priestess, connecting to our higher selves, tuning into our intuition and listening into the messages, brings a new opening, a new opportunity, something concrete, down in the 3D, the Ace of Pentacles, which sparks new imagination. Our fears no longer hold us captive, and we're liberated into new energies. And the thrust of this card with the energies is uplifting us, lightening our frequency, our vibration. We lift up into the light, and it brings stability and security. The Ten of Discs, Ten of Pentacles, which is Mercury in Virgo, it's wealth, but beyond monetary wealth. I hope you can't hear all that drilling and stuff out there. Sorry about that. Somebody's having scaffolding put up somewhere. I don't know where. I've only just noticed it happening. Okay, but the Ten of Pentacles, it's creating something solid. Okay. And that causes a change in fortune, the Wheel of Fortune there. Things move on, the energy changes. And the King of Wands. This is Aries energy as well. This is fire of fire. I am all that I am. I am whole and complete, and I'm in my power. We take on our power again, and we can shine that out into the world, which is the sun. Joy, happiness, love and light, and shining our light out into the world. With the Nine of Wands, and in this deck it's called Strength. It's the sun in Sagittarius, and it's about our inner strength being in balance with the outer strength, so we're in flow with the universe. If this is us and this is the world around us, if we're feeling weak and it feels like we're being overwhelmed by the world, as in the Ten of Wands, we feel flattened and defeated. If we're feeling strong within and stronger when we try and force ourselves through the world, we're like a bull in a china shop and cause harm and damage. The key is to be in flow with the energies, the internal and the external energies. And that is what we're looking to get to. And that's what we've been training for lifetimes. And that is what happens when we tune in to the portal of our heart. So that's today's reading. Not much for a Sunday. A day of rest and recuperation. Definitely, we're so in this transition, huge transition between the old year, the old astrological year, and the new astrological year, clearing up, completing, but also we've got those two big ingresses happening in March of Saturn moving from Aquarius into Pisces and Pluto from Capricorn to Aquarius, both at 29 degrees. We're just completing up so much, and it can feel heavy and hard and exhausting. Oh my God. I'm sleeping so much at the moment. It doesn't matter how much sleep I get. I'm just wanting more and more sleep. But at the same time, during my days, I've got lots going on that I'm actually doing this completion and clearing and going through quite a big transformation. You may be as well. Sometimes it can be quite subtle, but it's energetically hard work. So take good care of yourself. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell wherever it is to have notifications when I'm releasing readings. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then please email me at the email address below this video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful day. Take lots of care of yourself. And until tomorrow, thank you for watching.